Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. You are all welcome to the 37th lecture of cycloaddition reactions, and our course is organic reaction mechanism. Today again we will discuss sigmotropic rearrangement reactions. This is the part B. Before it, I have given a brief lecture on the reactions of sigmotropic reactions, and our today key concepts are sigmotropic rearrangement and its types. Then we will discuss Carroll rearrangement, Fischer-Indole synthesis. There are also other names of just like Voigt rearrangements. Then we will discuss 1-3 shift, 1-5 shift, and 2-3 shift and 5-5 shifts. These are the today key concepts of our lectures. If you can see in the slides, this is the Carroll rearrangement. In Carroll rearrangement, you can see that first of all protonation occur. Here proton is going to be abstracted by the oxygen and result in the formation of this intermediate. After giving heat, there is shifting of pi electrons toward the oxygen and bond break over there, and here the sigma bond is shifted at this bond, and this pi electron is going to make bond over there and result in the formation of this. And as heat is present, you will see that again there is shifting of electrons and removal of proton. The proton will move towards electrons will move toward this here, and this bond will shift toward here, and this oxygen will abstract the proton of this hydroxyl and result in the formation of this form, and this form can be converted into, this is the enol form. Enol means enol, double bond with OH group is called enol form, and this is the keto form. This is called keto-enol tautomerase. Such type of rearrangement are called Carroll rearrangement. The Carroll rearrangement is a rearrangement reaction in organic chemistry and involves the transformation of beta keto allyl ester into a alpha allyl beta keto carboxylic acid. इसमें जो वो reagent इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, actually there are different name reactions of rearrangement. There's only difference of their substrate, like here they are using beta keto allyl ester. This is beta keto allyl ester into a alpha allyl beta keto carboxylic acid. This organic reaction is accompanied by decarboxylation, and the final product is a gamma delta allyl ketones. This is alpha, beta, gamma, and then delta, because we give the name. This is the electrophilic center carbonyl compounds. The nearby carbon is giving the name. This is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon, and this is the delta carbon. The Carroll rearrangement is an adaptation of the Claisian rearrangement and effectively a decarboxylative alylation. ये जो Carroll rearrangement है is an adaptation of Claisian type rearrangement and effectively a decarboxylative alylation. There is another Fischer-Indole synthesis. This is a very important reaction. The Fischer-Indole synthesis is a chemical reaction that produces the aromatic heterocyclic indole from a substituted phenylhydrazine and an aldehyde or ketone under acidic condition. The reaction was discovered in 1883 by Hermann Emil Fischer. This is the phenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine is going to react with a ketone and result in the formation of a hydrazone, and this is the Schiff base, and then protonation and proton abstraction result in the formation of this ammonium ion. Here 3,3 shift occur and result in the formation of 2,3 dimethyl 1 hydrogen indole. This is indole. This is the indole moiety. Indole moiety is going to attach with the benzene ring. That is why this is called indole. The whole compound is called indole. This is called Fischer-Indole synthesis. The choice of acid catalyst is very important. Bronzed acids such as HCl, H2SO4, polyphosphoric acid and porotoluene sulfonic acid have been used successfully. Lewis acids such as boron trifluoride, zinc chloride, iron trichloride and aluminum chloride are also useful catalysts. Sometimes they use the catalysts like HCl and H2SO4 and some polyphosphoric acid H3PO4, and sometimes they are using porotoluene sulfonic acid. Lewis acids such as boron trifluoride BF3, zinc chloride ZnCl2, iron FeCl3 and aluminum chloride AlCl3 are successfully used as a catalyst in Fischer-Indole synthesis. This is a very common reaction and very easy reaction, as you can see that the lone pair of electron of nitrogen attack on this carbonyl center and bond rearranged in a such manner that a Schiff base is produced. When nitrogen make double bond with the carbon, this is called Schiff base, and here 3,3 shift occur and result in the formation of indole. This is Fischer-Indole. There is 2,3 shifts. An example of a 2,3 sigmotropic rearrangement is the 2,3 Wittig rearrangement. You can see this is the intermediate. Here the nucleophile within a molecule attack on this electrophilic center and bond shift towards here. There are two possibilities. If there is 2,3 shift, this compound is formed, in which you can see that the OH group and double bond result, and here R dash, this is the R dash, this is R dash, here come over there. If 1,2 shift occur, then R dash or double dash are attached in a such manner like this. It means there are two possibilities. अगर यहाँ पे 2,3 शिफ्ट हो रही है तो हमारे पास ये प्रोडक्ट बन रही है, जिसमें देखें जिस अल्काइल ग्रुप को हमने लेबल किया हुआ है डैश के साथ, वो डबल बॉन्ड के साथ आ रहा है. जहाँ पे जिस अल्काइल ग्रुप को हमने लेबल किया हुआ है सिंगल और डबल उसके साथ हैश के साथ, यू कैन सी कि ये एक साथ आ रहे हैं. दिस इज़ द बेसिक डिफरेंस. देन देयर इज़ 5,5 shift similar to 3,3 shifts. The Woodward-Hoffman rule predict that 5,5 sigmotropic shifts would proceed suprafacially. Huckel topology transition state. These reactions are rare than 3,3 sigmotropic shift, but this is mainly a function of the fact that molecules that can undergo 5,5 shifts are rare than molecules that undergo 3,3 shift. Here he is saying that जो 3,3 शिफ्ट है वो बहुत कॉमन है, जो 5,5 शिफ्ट वो रेयर होती है, बहुत कम होती है. Here is a 5,5 shift heat. You can see the whole group is going to be transformed over here and result in the formation, and this is the tautomerization. This is the example of 5,5 shift, but it is rare. Then there is Wack rearrangement. 5,5 shift of phenyl pentadienyl ether. Here simply giving the heat result in the formation of this molecule, and again shifting of pi electrons and moving of sigma bond result in the formation of this intermediate, and heat result in the formation of this product. Now you can see proceeding through a 1,5 shift, the Vogt rearrangement of norcarodine is expected to proceed superficially with a retention of stereochemistry. Experimental observations, however, show that the 1,5 shifts of the norcarodine proceed antiroficially. Why this antiroficially means they are moving from the other phase, opposite phase. जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की शिफ्टिंग है वो सेम फेज से नहीं है. अगर सेम फेज से होगी तो सुपराफेशियल है, अगर वो अपोजिट फेज से इलेक्ट्रॉन की शिफ्टिंग है तो उसको इंटराफेशियल कहेंगे. Theoretical calculation found that 1,5 shift to be diradical process, but without involving any radical minimum on the potential energy surface. This is the 1,7 shift in the Vogt arrangement of bicyclic nonatriene. You can see over here that the shifting of pi electrons and then moving of sigma bond result in the formation of another compound. This is the 1,7 shift. Why we call this 1,7 shift? We will start over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because rearrangement occur from carbon number 1 and end at carbon number 7. That is why this is called 1,7 shift in Vogt rearrangement. Means Vogt rearrangement में 1,5 भी हो सकती है और 1,7 shift भी हो सकती है. The major categories of pericyclic reactions, before we discuss the cyclodation, there is another chelotropic reactions. Chelotropic reactions are a special group of cyclodation, reversion reactions. Two bonds are formed or broken at a single atom. The nomenclature for chelotropic reaction is the same as for cyclodation reactions. Means जो chelotropic reaction है ये भी बिल्कुल cyclodation की तरह है. You can see that here is 4 plus 1. Why this 4? 1, there are 4 pi electrons, and here is one electrophilic center, addition of one atom within the ring result formation of this cyclic product. This is again 4 plus 1 because here the electrophilic center and here are 4 pi electrons. This is 2 plus 1 because there are 2 pi electrons, and here is the carbene. Carbenes are electron deficient species. This will attack on this carbon and result formation of this 3-membered ring and form the product. Means the categories of chelotropic reactions are just like pericyclic reactions. Mean जो cyclodation reactions हैं उनमें भी हम ये देखते हैं कि उनमें भी 4 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 3 plus 2 सारी होते हैं. Similarly, in chelotropic, the 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 2 plus 1, such type of reactions occur. The nomenclature for chelotropic reaction is the same as for cyclodation reactions. These are examples of chelotropic. Then sigmotropic. A sigmotropic rearrangement is the migration of sigma bond. ये आप माइंड में रख लें कि sigmotropic में क्या होता है. In sigmotropic rearrangement, the migration of sigma bond means इसमें जो है sigma bond migrate करता है from one position in a conjugated system to another position in the system, accompanied by reorganization of connecting pi bond. The number of pi and sigma bonds remain constant. The rearrangement is an mn shift when the sigma bond migrates across the m atom of one system and n atom to the second system. You can see this is the 1,3 shift in which red colored bond of alkyl group is going to be shifted on carbon number 3. This is the 1,3 shift because this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 3. Shifting occur from 1 to 3. That is why it is called 1,3 shift. Again you can see that here shifting occur at carbon number 1 and accomplished at carbon number 5. That is why this is called 1,5 shift. And there is 3,3 shift here you can see that the transfer of sigma bond accomplished from carbon number 1 carbon number 3, start from carbon 3 and end at carbon 3 as well. You can see over there that here sigma bond is formed, where sigma bond is formed between the 3 this is the carbon number 3, this is the carbon number 3, ये भी carbon number 3 है, ये भी carbon 3 है. जो सिग्मा बॉन्ड की शिफ्टिंग हुई है वो जो कार्बन है वो उनकी पोजीशन 3 है, दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज कॉल्ड 3-3 शिफ्ट. X कैन बी Cr2 कॉपर एलिमेंट, अगर X ऑक्सीजन हो तो कैलेजियन रीअरेंजमेंट. अब यहाँ से कंप्रीहेंसिव है कि आप दो रीअरेंजमेंट के दरमियान फ़र्क मालूम कर सकते हैं. अगर इस X की जगह Cr2 हो तो कोप रीअरेंजमेंट है, यू विल गेट दिस प्रोडक्ट. अगर इस X की जगह ऑक्सीजन हो तो दिस इज कैलेजियन रीअरेंजमेंट. में देखें दो रीअरेंजमेंट को एक सिंगल रिएक्शन में दिखाया जा सकता है, जस्ट फर्क है एटम का. यहाँ पे कार्बन विद अल्काइल ग्रुप है, यहाँ पे X जो है ना ऑक्सीजन है. नाउ दिस इज सिग्मोटोपिक, these are sigmotropic rearrangement, the stereochemical issues. The migrating groups can migrate across the conjugated pi system. ये वही वाला कंसेप्ट है जो मैंने कल आप लोगों को समझाया था. The migrating group can migrate across the conjugated pi system in one of the two ways. If the group migrates on the same side of the system, ये कल वाली बात है, अगर ग्रुप सेम फेज से माइग्रेट करेगा तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? सुपरफिशियल. अगर वो अपोजिट फेज से माइग्रेट करेगा तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? एंटाराफिशियल. ये जो सुपरफिशियल और एंटाराफिशियल कंसेप्ट है ये जस्ट माइग्रेशन ऑफ ग्रुप है कि वो अगर सेम साइड से माइग्रेट कर रहे हैं तो उसको सुपरफिशियल कहेंगे. जैसे लेट्स से द एग्जांपल, दिस द सुपरफिशियल माइग्रेशन, द ग्रुप मूव्स अक्रॉस द सेम फेज. देखें ये जो ग्रुप हैं ये सेम फेज से मूव कर रहे हैं एंड नेट रिजल्ट फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट. इंटरफेशियल में क्या होता है? देखें ये स्मॉल लोब है, ये बड़ी लोब है, हैं? अब इनमें देखें जो ग्रुप की मूवमेंट है यहाँ से पता चलती है, यहाँ से, यहाँ पे मैं आपको ये कर्सर लेके जा गया हूँ, ये जो आपको पॉइंटर नज़र आ रहा है इसमें फ़र्क है. देखें ये जो टू लोब्स हैं ये एक फेस पे घूम रहे हैं, सेम सिमिलर डायरेक्शन में हैं, इसलिए सुपरफिशियल हैं. यहाँ पे लोब्स अपोजिट हैं, ये इधर जा रही है, ये इधर जा रही है, दैट इज दिस इज इंटरफेशियल एंड रिजल्ट द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट. सुपरफिशियल इंटरफेशियल से सिर्फ इतना फ़र्क पड़ता है कि एक में सिस बनती है और एक में ट्रांस बनती है. Sigmotropic rearrangement, frontier molecular orbital analysis. For complex system, we must imagine the two pieces fragmenting into a cation-anion pair or pair of radical and examine the homo-LUMO interaction. If the overlap is constructive at both termini, then the reaction is allowed. If the overlap is destructive at either termini, then the reaction is forbidden. सिग्मोट्रोपिक होती है 1-2 सिग्मोट्रोपिक rearrangement. दिस इज 1-2 मीन्स शिफ्टिंग ऑफ बॉन्ड फ्रॉम 1 to 2 occur. This is simple 1-2. And there is 1-3 sigmotropic in which shifting of bond occur from atom 1 to atom 3 and result formation of this product. We will construct the transition state by considering an allyl anion and methyl cation. इसके लिए एक transition state भी कंस्ट्रक्ट की जा सकती है. Similarly 1-5 sigmotropic rearrangement, here this is the transition state. You can see that the shifting of bond occur from carbon number 1 to carbon number 5 and result in the formation of this product. When you will do the practice of these, then you will understand that what is the meaning of 1-2, 1-3 and 1-5. once again मैं आपको यहाँ समझाना चाहता हूँ भाई, अगर बांड की शिफ्टिंग कार्बन 1 से कार्बन 2 की तरफ हो रही है तो इसको कार्बन 1-2 कहेंगे. अगर कार्बन 1 से कार्बन 3 में हो रही है तो इसको 1-3 कहेंगे. अगर 1 से 5 की तरफ जा रहा है तो इसको 1-5 शिफ्ट कहेंगे. दिस इज 1-2 सिग्मोट्रोपिक rearrangement. 1-2 concerted sigmotropic rearrangement to cationic center allowed a Wagner-Merwin shift. You can see here that the LOMO and HOMO orbitals are going to interact. Why they are going to interact? Because they have a transition state in which orbital overlap and movement of bond occur from 1 to 2. 1 to concerted sigmotropic agreement to carbanion center not observed. You can see over here that इसमें देखें तो यहाँ पे जो रीअरेंजमेंट कार्बेनियनिक सेंटर की वो ऑब्जर्व नहीं हो रही, बिकॉज यहाँ पे जो लोब है वो शेडेड नहीं है, सिमिलर लोब नहीं. यहाँ पे दोनों लोब्स, तीनों लोब्स सिमिलर हैं. अगर सिमिलर शेडेड होंगी तो ओवरलैपिंग होगी, अगर नहीं है तो ओवरलैपिंग नहीं. एंटी बाइंडिंग ट्रांजिशन स्टेट दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. 1-2 शिफ्ट भी पॉसिबल उस पे होते कि ऑर्बिटल्स आर ओरिएंटेड इन सच ए मैनर दैट दे कैन मेक अ बॉन्ड. अगर उनकी ओरिएंटेशन इस मैनर में हो कि जैसे ये अनशेडेड रीजन है और ये शेडेड है, तो ये आपस में कभी भी ओवरलैप नहीं करेंगे. ये एंटी बाइंडिंग और बाइंडिंग का कंसेप्ट है यहाँ पे. Again, this is the example of 1,3 sigmotropic rearrangement, 1,5 sigmotropic rearrangement, 2,5 sigmotropic rearrangement, and 3,3 sigmotropic rearrangement. From these examples, these are very simple examples. You can learn a lot by doing on the white paper. Just pick a pencil and draw the structure, and just move the arrow just like this, that pi electrons are shifting over here, and this hold the atom like this X with 2 pi electrons are moving towards the here pi system. अब ये देखें पूरे के पूरा जो सिग्मा बॉन्ड है वो इस एटम को लेके यहाँ पे आ रहा है, तो रीअरेंजमेंट प्रोडक्ट. दिस इज 1,3. सिमिलरली इसमें भी देखें कि ये 1 2 3 4 5, 1 से शिफ्टिंग शुरू हुई, 5 पे कंप्लीट हुई, इसलिए इस कहते हैं इसको 1,5 शिफ्ट है. दिस इज 2,3 सिग्मोट्रोपिक. अगेन जब आप पेपर पे ड्रा करेंगे, व्हेन वी ड्रॉ ऑन द पेपर एंड जस्ट put the arrows like here, then you will understand what is the meaning of rearrangement. अब इसमें देखें whole sigma bond is going to migrate from one carbon to the other carbon. This is 2,3 sigmotropic rearrangement. There is 3,3 sigmotropic rearrangement. Here sigma bond is shifting towards here. Sigmotropic rearrangement, you are just putting heat, giving heat, and this is 1,3 shift and this is 1,5 shift. These are example. This is the, now you can see that if the migrating group is moving on opposite phase, this is the migrating group and migrate over where it is going to migrate over there. This is anti-official. अब देखें ये migrating group है और इसने मूव किया है अपोजिट फेज पे. अगर ये सिमिलर फेज पे होता तो फिर उसको सुपरफिशियल कहते हैं, लेकिन सुपरफिशियल इसमें पॉसिबल नहीं है. This is again the superficial and interficial concept of sigmotropic rearrangement. Again, you can see the orbital diagram in which thermal process superficial only allyl fragment. This is the forbidden and this is allowed. अब जो forbidden और allowed का concept है वो एक माइंड में रख लें. अब देखें ये जो लोमो है बॉन्डिंग का और ये होमो है, ये एंटी बॉन्डिंग है और ये बॉन्डिंग है. अब इसमें देखें जो ऑर्बिटल है ये शेडेड है और ये अनशेडेड है और ये भी अनशेडेड है. अब इंटरेस्टिंगली कि ये तो आपस में बॉन्ड बना सकता है कि दोनों अनशेडेड है, लेकिन इसके साथ कैसे बनेगा, सिमिलर तो नहीं है. दैट इज वाई दिस इज फॉरबिडन. अलाउड में देखें फोटोकेमिकल प्रोसेस है, सुपरफिशियल है, एलाइल फ्रेगमेंट. अब इसमें देखें कि ये जो ऑर्बिटल की ओर लोब है ये भी अनशेडेड है, ये भी अनशेडेड है, ये भी अनशेडेड है. दे कैन ओवरलैप. अब देखें एक जैसे ऑर्बिटल ओवरलैपिंग है. दिस इज द बॉन्डिंग, दिस इज द बॉन्डिंग एंड दिस इज द एंटी बॉन्डिंग. The difference between bonding is that bond will be formed and anti-bonding bond will not be formed. This is the forbidden and this is the allowed. Similarly, this is 1,5 allowed shift superficial and photochemical process superficial allowed. This is the forbidden. अब सेम केस है फोटोकेमिकल प्रोसेस है वो फॉरबिडन है सुपरफिशियल, वाइल थर्मल में क्या होता है, थर्मल क्या होता है, जो हम हीट देते हैं तो ये जो ऑर्बिटल हैं ये अपने आप को ऐसे ओरिएंट करते हैं कि जो एक जैसे ऑर्बिटल हैं वो एक सिमत में आ जाते हैं, इनकी ओरिएंटेशन एक जैसी हो जाती है, दे आर ओरिएंटेड इन अ सच ए मैनर दैट बॉन्ड कैन बी मेड इजीली, वाइल इन फॉरबिडन प्रोसेस कि इसमें फोटोकेमिकल है, फोटोकेमिकल एनर्जी कम होती है, तो ऑर्बिटल की जो मूवमेंट है वो थोड़ी स्लो होती है कि वो इस तरह मूव करते हैं कि वो बॉन्ड आपस में नहीं बना सकते, दैट इज दिस द एंटी बॉन्डिंग एंड दिस इज द बॉन्डिंग, दिस इज 1,5 शिफ्ट. Examples of sigmotropic arrangement, this is the 1,7 shift, this is 1,5 shift. Again you can see these are, I have taken some example from the research paper, and you can do some exercise and some practice at home, just draw the structure and just see where migration occur. If you can see that the migration 1,7 shift occur, that this the D, this is the methyl, and here pi electrons have been moved and sigma bond is moved, that is why result in formation of two possible product, 1,7 शिफ्ट में दो पॉसिबल प्रोडक्ट मिल रही हैं, वाइल इसमें भी 1,5 शिफ्ट में भी ऐसे ही है कि 250 डिग्री सेल्सियस के ऊपर 1,5 शिफ्ट हो जाती है, ये भी ऐसे ही है. तो ये जस्ट एग्जांपल है फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. 2,3 सिग्मोट्रोपिक रिएरेंजमेंट, अब 2,3 में क्या होता है, ये जो शेडेड है ये शिफ्ट होगा ओवर हेयर. Why it's got 2 3, this is 1 2 3 4 5, according to numbering that bond shift from 2 to 3, that is what this is called 2,3 sigmotropic. Representative of X5 pairs NO amine oxide, SC sulfur gelates, OC Wittig rearrangement, NC nitrogen gelates, SS disulfide, SP SN SO sulfur oxide, OP phosphides, NNCLC helium gelates, PCCC homoallylic anions. Then 2,3 sigmotropic rearrangement. Note that because the breaking and forming bond on the XY pairs do not interact, the process will always be allowed stereoelectronically. However, there will be a steric consideration in the possible transition state. Again, these are examples of 2,3 sigmotropic arrangement, Wittig rearrangement, then sulfonium yelide rearrangement, then ammonium yelide rearrangement. These are different examples. You have to do practice of these examples. When you will do the practice, then you will understand that what is going to be happen with the compounds. अगर आपसे पूछा जाए कि 2,3 सिग्मोट्रोपिक रिएरेंजमेंट में विटेक भी आता है, सल्फोनियम येलेट भी आता है, अमोनियम येलेट भी आता है, तो ये आप लोगों को याद करना चाहिए. ये वाले जो होंगे इसमें 2,3 शिफ्ट होगी, क्योंकि जो बॉन्ड शिफ्टिंग है वो कार्बन नंबर 2 से कार्बन नंबर 3 की तरफ शिफ्ट हो रहा है इन ऑल द केसेस, इन ऑल द एग्जाम्पल्स. एंड देयर आर 2,3 coupled 2,3 sigmotropic rearrangement, reductive cleavage, Mason-Hammer rearrangement, this is sulfoxide rearrangement. Again, this is the Mason-Hammer rearrangement and sulfoxide rearrangement. These are the also examples of 2,3 sigmotropic rearrangement. Then you can see some transition state favored and disfavored, because when you will draw the transition state, you will see the white is favored because the R group is away, and here hydrogen is below, there is no interaction. Here you can see that this is not favored because there is steric hindrance between the two bulky groups. Here this is a favored transition state, this is disfavored because here two methyl, two alkyl groups are going to interact and steric hindrance. Conclusion: product olefin geometry can be either E or Z from starting material. Product olefin geometry will be E and Z from starting material. This is 2,3 sigmotropic agreement in synthesis. This is the example of 2,3 sigmotropic 4 plus 2 and 2 3 sigmotropic rearrangement. These are 3 sigmotropic rearrangement. This is the Cope rearrangement and this is the Claisian. This is a difference. What is a three-dimensional tension state? You have to draw the three-dimensional structure tension state of these rearrangement. This is again 3 sigmotropic rearrangement, and there's different example and different transition state. You can understand that this is the favored, this is disfavored, this is favored and disfavored means that here bulky groups are away and here bulky groups are very near, and due to steric hindrance, that is why this is disfavored and this is favored. These are the examples of some favored disfavored transition state in 3 sigmotropic rearrangement. These are the prediction and these are the results. This is the energy profile diagram of transition state up to that when we see that this is the favored one because it has less energy, this is disfavored because it has higher energy. This is the chair conformation, this is the boat conformation. Chair is more stable and boat has so much energy that is just less stable. These are some examples of sigmotropic ring stain can be employed to drive the Cope process. These are the Cope rearrangement. These are different examples. These are also examples of sigmotropic 3 sigmotropic rearrangement. You can see that these are the phloxinol molecules, and this is the tautomerase can drive a reversible Cope process. This is the example of 3 sigmotropic rearrangement. You have to draw all this structure on the paper and try to shift the bond from one atom to the other, and then we will observe that which is going to happen. This was all about the sigmotropic cheleotropic rearrangement, and we have discussed a lot and name reactions in this but if you have any problem you can ask me question, but I have very short time. Inshallah on the next day we will discuss a lot. We have a lot of time. हम इस पे ज़्यादा और भी डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है स्टूडेंट, अल्लाह हाफिज़.